Well, hey there. Welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If this is the very first time you're here, yay, you found me. I've been waiting for you. My goal is to give you the heads up and the scoop on filmmaking quality and content so that you can make the best decision that you can as to whether or not you want to spend time or money or both watching a specific film. So the movie I'm reviewing today is called Genie. This fun holiday movie is now available to stream on Peacock. The movie is rated PG and is an hour and 33 minutes. And the movie review mom grade I gave it is a B plus. I thought it was super cute. So I'm going to give you an overview in a nutshell to explain why I gave it the grade that I did, as well as point out things I really liked, things I didn't like, as well as tips for parents, themes worth talking about, funny lines, interesting lines, and recommendations for similar movies that you might also like. All right, you ready to dive in? So in a nutshell, what would you do with unlimited wishes? In this fun-filled genie movie, a workaholic father meets a magical genie who tries to help him win back his family before Christmas. And he doesn't just get 3 wishes, he gets unlimited. I could do some damage with that. The film was directed by Sam Boyd, and writing credits go to Richard Curtis. So the list of things that I really liked about this movie begins with Melissa McCarthy. I've been a big fan of hers ever since the very beginning. And now I know she's had some past movies that were real stinkers, but I don't think this is one of them. She has plenty of oddball, goofy moments, but I really love that her Genie character didn't become an over-the-top cartoon like we've seen before in other movies, but instead a real woman. Papa Isidou does a great job as an earnest straight man to the genie's comedic chaos. I had never seen him in anything before, even though he's actually been in a lot of successful productions in recent years, such as The Lazarus Project and Black Mirror. Other cast members include Danae Benton, Mark Maron, Louise Guzman, Alan Cumming, and young Jordan McIntosh. Everyone did a really great job. I love it when movies show clips from other movies. And in this one, it shows a clip of Tom Cruise in one of the Mission Impossible movies. And it's a running gag that absolutely worked, at least for me, because I definitely am a Tom Cruise fan. So at one point, the genie says, WWTCD. What would Tom Cruise do? I love that. The genie becomes obsessed with Tom Cruise. And yeah, girl, we all are. There's a really great soundtrack that provides energy and fun and spunk. There's lots of humor, both spoken and visual. Tons of Christmas decorations that will definitely get you in the mood for the holiday season. Super sweet ending that puts everything in perspective. I really loved that. Now, the story is extremely formulaic, but I didn't care. It still felt good and is a reminder about what's truly important in life. Now, with all of that praise, there were just a few things that I didn't like or thought could have been done better. For example, a Tom Cruise cameo would definitely have made the movie better. The flying carpet special effects in a few scenes were very underwhelming and not as magical as they could have been and should have been. There are too many annoying inconsistencies in this fish out of water story. Now, I know genie movies are fantasy, so things don't have to make sense, but still, some of the tone and even the pacing wasn't consistent throughout. So, not a big deal. Again, I really did enjoy this movie. Let me give you some tips for parents. There is some profanity, and some of it comes out of the mouth of a little girl. Of course, it's supposed to be funny, but I always hate that. People get arrested. There are some verbal fights. There are some shenanigans and illegal types of things. But overall, the movie is very family friendly. Some of the themes that are illustrated very well in the movie are workaholics, priorities, family, redemption, and second chances. So whenever I watch a movie, I always take notes, especially of the funny lines or interesting lines, just so that you can get a taste for the dialogue and the writing quality in the film. So one of the funny lines, and by the way, all of these are on my written review at moviereviewmom.com, but I'll share some of them with you right now. So Melissa McCarthy, of course, plays Flora the Genie. And so this guy is trying to figure out, first of all, if she's real. And so he's just taking a stab in the dark at various wishes. And so he's like, I wish there were a camel in here. And boom, there's a camel. And then he's like, wait, no, I don't want a camel. And she's like, well, you could take the wish back. And he's like, okay, I wish there weren't a camel in this room. So of course it disappears. And then she says, everyone always takes the camel wish back. And I'm thinking, how many other people would wish for a camel? And then, of course, another line that she says is, give it to me, Mr. Tom Cruise Control, as she's talking to somebody else after she's discovered who Tom Cruise is. Oh, I'm looking at my notes. I guess I didn't write down any interesting lines, although you definitely learn about priorities in life and what's important. And so I guess I just didn't write them down, but it's definitely a solid theme and a lesson that all of us need to be reminded of. Okay, so there are 3 movies that I think that you're really going to like if you haven't seen them already. Something about wishing or getting another chance or something like that. So the first one is called 13 Going on 30 with Jennifer Garner. She's absolutely adorable in this movie. And she doesn't have a genie, but she does get a wish that comes true. Same is true also with the movie called 17 Again, where there's a wish. I wish I were young again. I wish I were 17 to go back and correct mistakes and that kind of thing. And yeah, I definitely wish I could do that. And then another movie that is really interesting that flew under the radar, I think, for a lot of people about a genie is called 3,000 Years of Longing. Now, there is some situational humor, but it's not a comedy like the 2 that I just mentioned. And of course, this Genie movie itself. It's more of a drama, but it has some really interesting life lessons and, again, situations that make you go, what would I do in that situation? I really enjoyed it. It's very different. It has Tilda Swinton in it, and she always chooses films that are kind of that way, if you know what I mean. Kind of like, okay. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me, spending some time with me today. I think it's a great holiday movie, and then it's just a great year-round fun Genie movie. When you get a minute, run over to Instagram, and you can follow me as Movie Review Mom, but you can also find me as Trina Boice, which is my name, and learn about my books when they are offered for free on Amazon, which is almost every week I've got some book that I'm offering for free. And so snag it while it's free. And of course, my online courses and other things that I do. All right, have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.